Today I'm going to be installing a plug-and-play brushless on my V2 Mcpx, and the motor I'm using is an M5 brushless motor, and I'm going to be using a 7 amp brushless converter with built-in ESC. This setup requires no soldering, it's all plug and play. The first thing I did was I took all the electronics off my frame, because you have to do some mods to the frame. Here's a stock frame, and you have to remove this here on both sides, because the brushless motor it's bigger around than the stock motor, and it won't clear with this. Then you have to grind this down here. I use the Dremel tool. And then on the back side you have this here that you have to grind down to make clearance. And on this servo mount on this side you have to take some off right here so the motor can clear. So that's basically what the stock frame looks like before and after I've done the mods on the frame. This is what it looks like. It's probably the hardest part of this whole setup, and it's not really hard, it just takes a little time. But you want to make sure that when the motor spins it clears everything on the frame. So the next step is going to be to put all my electronics, all my servos, my board back on the frame. Okay, I have all my servos back on and the board, and we'll take our 7 amp brushless converter, speed control, double stick tape, and we're going to stick it on the board. Okay, there you go. And we're going to take our motor, plug it in, then we want to take this plug and plug it into the battery plug. There we go. Just going to tuck that in right here. And last, we'll take this plug here and we'll plug it into the motor, main motor plug. And that's it. This becomes your battery plug. You can tidy this up later, but we're going to just plug in the battery, see what happens here. Using Nanotech 300 milliamp batteries. See what happens here. put some blades on and go fly it. Plug and play. Very simple. Okay, we just plugged it all up and this will be our first test flight. Lots of power. There you go, plug and play. That's a V2. Lots of power.